there are 5 key takeouts here. And for me is that the beginning of my semi-professional career was like kick-started with a tragedy. And so from at the age of 20, 21, I had to learn that our personal tragedies need not define or hold us back. And I think that this is an important lesson for all of us because we come from such difficult and challenging backgrounds, sisonke. But what I learned, this personal tragedy was not gonna like define me or hold me back. I started my career essentially feeling like I had failed. I didn't graduate. I didn't have my degree. And I started my first real job. And that's something that can really weigh on you. So it was really important for me to like share that and say, you know, no matter what your background is, no matter what's happened in your life, personal tragedies need not define us. We can learn from them and we can get strong from them. And then also the whole point of showing you this thing, this is like a journey from from 2003 to date, which is like 2020. There is no such thing as an overnight success. When people see what we have managed to achieve as far as our brands are concerned, this is stuff that they've only been privy to for anything from between the last year to 3 years. And as entrepreneurs, we know, and as some of you who are new to this journey, you need to know that there is no such thing as an overnight success. That took me, like over a decade to build. And then sometimes it takes time to identify your passion or business calling. You'll see from my career journey that I did a little bit of everything. I worked a little bit everywhere. I was supplementing, my 9 to 5 with passion projects and so on. But that wasn't an attempt to, find myself and to figure myself out. So that's another thing about being an entrepreneur is that you're not gonna get it the first time round. Sometimes you're gonna, maybe it's the 3rd, 4th, or 5th idea. That's the one. So we need to be patient as entrepreneurs. And then for me, another key takeout is that nothing is wasted. Build on what you know. One of the things that I pride myself on as far as the brands that I've created is, is the brand strategy, is how the brands look, is how the brands show up. And that's a direct result of the fact that I come from design and animation studios. I spend more time than some people in how things look. And that's gotten me like really far, really quickly. I spent my career working, in production from production assistant to producer to business unit director. And these things have really helped me in understanding how to run businesses. So when I was eventually offered the position of MD at an agency, what really landed for me was on somebody trusts me. Somebody trusts me to run their dream. Why don't I trust myself to do the same? It was a big moment for me. My then MD wasn't expecting this resulting epiphany. When I told him, I was like, actually, when you offered me this job, it was the beginning of the end. I was like, you know what, if you trust me, what is it that I'm not seeing it myself? And so it took me most of the year to figure this out and articulate it and really decide, okay, cool. You know what? I've gone through all of this. Like, I've taken the time to identify my passion and my business calling. I have accrued a wealth of diverse knowledge. And I think I understand how to make that my secret sauce. It's what makes me me. Yeah, so my secret sauce. And that's what I want to say to the people in this room is that, some of you, and I know there are people like this who feel like they've been wasting time on things because they're not doing the thing that they feel that they should be doing. And I'm telling you now that nothing is wasted. Build on what you know. So I've taken, the years of this diverse experience and knowledge, and I created this like secret sauce. Like it can't be duplicated. It's an individual thing, and all of us have it. All of us have it. You just have to learn to articulate it, right? And then another thing that I learned through all of this was building community. And like I said earlier, I have maintained friendships with pretty much most of the MDs of the agencies that I've worked with. In fact, my own business, my previous MD invested in it. So then this is really about how you move in the world and in the places where, in the places that you currently occupy, is to be a stand-up individual, is to be professional, to be respectful of people and the expectations that they have of you, what they're paying for you to do and achieve, because it goes a long way. These are the same people who are going to become part of your own network. I'm really, really, really quite like privileged to have the kind of support that I have from the people I used to call boss, man, and sir. So those are the 5 key takeouts from my personal journey that I really thought would be a really great foundation of starting this conversation.